Good evening, Internet, and welcome to Top Shift 35. Now, originally, I was going to show a whole load of trade runs, but then I'm back here at the Jameson Memorial in the Founders system because I've finally managed to grind up enough cash to go for the ship that I've always wanted. So, I apologise in advance if I squee, which is rather embarrassing considering my age. So here we are at Jameson Memorial, and I've arrived in my Type 6. The reason for heading to Jameson Memorial is because I was a alpha backer. It means that I get a massive discount on a whole load of things here. And something went boom. Now the important thing is I think I've got enough. I just hope I've got enough to do a little bit more. Now this is the Freegal. Wonder if I can... Oh, I can't get rid of it. I have to pay to get rid of the Freegal. Well, might as well hold on to it then. Right then. Nope. Back to the shipyard. Here we go. 5,800,000. Oh, well. That's a good discount. 4 million credits. That should leave me with at least 2.5. Fingers crossed. And this is the bit where you always hold your breath, thinking, is it going to be okay? Stand by. Yes, I am. Well, sitting by. You'd think it'd be a bit faster. And here we are. I'm in an ASP. Well, the cockpit doesn't look that Ooh, did you hear that sound? Right, let's see what we can get outfitting-wise. Yeah, Class 1 pulse lasers. Yes, lots of hard points. So, 4 small hard points, 2 medium hard points. That's not bad. Oh, there you are. Oh, I forgot. I didn't get any paint jobs for that. Yeah, let's put some Founder decals on. We've got a lot more decals now that 1.1's been released, so you expect to see them come out a little bit more in the future. Right. That looks a bit bare. I think we're going to have to add a few extra things. Fixed pulse laser? No, I think we can upgrade that. Right. Burst laser gimbaled. Might be an idea. Although the ASP is quite a good dogfight, it is nowhere near as maneuverable as, say, a Sidewinder or an Eagle. So it's useful to have some gimbaled weapons on it. But the one thing that I am finding is when I'm going up against other players, first thing that they deploy is chaff, which screws up your gimbaled lock. There. And it's not even straining the E-rated power plant. Well, that's a good sign. Always a good idea to have a mixture of cannons and lasers. So I'll have to go back to the standard multi-cannons if I can find them. Fragmentation cannon, no. Pulse laser. I'm sure it's about here somewhere. Beam laser, no, that would be too far away. Now, fragmentation cannons, they're normally like your shotgun. You couldn't have your shotgun. At distance, they do sod all. You get up close and unleash both barrels. Well, you can say goodbye to quite a lot of hull. But multi-cannons, I do like multi-cannons. There we go. Now, the biggies. I'll probably get some big pulse lasers here, I think, depending whether I can afford it. Class, yeah, we want class 2s, so maybe we should have done it the other way around. Never mind. Where are we? Ooh, fixed beam lasers. Actually, those fixed beam lasers don't look that bad. Actually, yeah, I think we might do that. Now, they used to have overpowered weapons. Apparently, they were in as rare items. It seems that they've been removed from the game for the moment, mostly due to balancing issues. But according to the devs, they'll be coming back at a later point, so either 1.2 or 1.3. They made a small announcement this week that 1.3 is in the works, or is in planning, but all they've said is they'll give us details soon, which if you've been involved in the Elite Dangerous community for a while, you'll know that's whenever. Right, electronic countermeasures. That seems to be a standard one. But no chaff. No heat seal launcher. Whew. Mind you, I haven't spent that much. I've still got almost 2 million credits left. Now, I could, I suppose, spend up to 800,000. So, I want to keep that million back for trading. But, first thing I need to do, upgrade the cargo, because I'm going to need more cargo. It's going to be a bit of a drop down since the Type 6 held 100 tons. One thing about this place, it does sound like a busy starport. It's quite nice to just sit back and listen to the ambient sound. There we go, 64 tons. So now we can get rid of other things and put them on. You'll also notice the shield generator is a class 5, which means that it's quite hard. It's a lot stronger than the shields you get in a Cobra. The other things that have happened lately is that they have released a lot of the backer rewards. Not all of them, but some of the digital ones. Those include the soundtrack, which I've been listening to, and also the Elite Legacy book, which I'm now into chapter 16. Turns out to be a good murder mystery novel. Supposed to be a sequel to The Dark Wheel, the original novella that came with the original game back in '84. It'll be interesting to see how it pans out. It's hard to actually talk about it without being spoilerific, so I think I'll have to leave that there. On a sadder note, I finished the last of the Tales of the Frontier audiobook. Finished off with A Comet's Tale by Darren Gray, and I must admit that one was a real... That was a real kick in the nuts, that ending, Darren. Well done. I mean, I knew what to expect because I'd read it before, but the audio version had a little bit of a extra kick to it, if you see what I mean. Right. So we're getting up, building up here with our cargo. Now, one thing I think I am going to need is a fuel scoop. Yep. Fuel scoop and... Is that going to be more cargo, I think? Yeah. Could go with a shield bank, but I suppose I'll do that once I get... There we go. Yeah, I'll probably go with the shield banks once I start bounty hunting. And definitely if I start taking part in the community goals. But I'm far too far away from the community goals to be involved at the moment. Something I'm going to have to try for another top shift just to see what it's like. Just seeing... Oh, point defense turrets. No, I think we'll leave that there for the moment. Fire groups. Oh. Oh, I don't know what's happened here. Oh, for crying out loud. Connection error? Well, that sounds to me as if someone came in system and docked with a station that was from far off Djibouti and their internet screwed up my internet. And here we are, an orange spinning asp. Oh, that was quick. Right, let's have a look around. As you can see, I haven't progressed much. There are rumours that someone has claimed the 10k prize. We're waiting on Frontier confirming which of the two people who are claiming the prize did it first. But I looked at some of the stats that they've been doing, and my god, I don't think they'd be doing anything else but play this game. Right. I think 4 fire groups, that should do it. Although I really ought to map my electronic countermeasures onto the X52, which seems to be behaving itself at the moment. Right, where shall we go? I've got a rough idea. I've still got half a million credits I can spend. Right, I'm going to upgrade the inside of the ship, I think. Power plant, life support, that kind of thing. See what I can get away with. Ooh, A-rated power plant. Oof, that's a little bit more expensive than I was thinking. C5. I think a C5 might do us. D5. Actually, no, look. The D5 will still give us more than enough power to handle what we've got so far. The E-rated thrusters. I think we'll have to change that. Life support, yes. Yeah, that'll give me 7 minutes to find safety if something went wrong. That'll be alright. Power distributor. Always upgrade your power distributor, it's always useful. Not the A grade just yet, I think. The C grade's got a lot more. Yeah, I'll have the C grade. So, looks like I'm heading for a C graded asp. Sensors. Fuel tank. Now I've got the biggest fuel tank. I don't want to change that. See, this is one of the things that you spend absolutely ages doing, is agonizing over what your choices are going to be. And someone has created, basically reversed engineer all the classes here, and they've put them all into a very useful website called edshipyard.com, where you can find out how much your dream ship would cost. And I must admit, it's very, very useful when it comes to this kind of thing. Because, let's be honest, the UI here is a little bit, well, it's a heck of a lot better than it was for the Gamma, but still not the most intuitive. That seems good enough. B-rated thrusters. Oof. Class 5 C-rated thrusters. I think even that's too expensive. D-rated thrusters. Well, looks like D-rated thrusters it'll be then. Should I? Yeah, sod it, yeah. Right, 200,000 left. What can I prove here? Census? Forget a C-rated asp. Might be going for a D-rated asp. Not much difference between a Class B and a Class C, to be honest. They both scan at 6. I suppose one's got slightly less power draw, but it's a lot heavier. Because the more mass your ship has, the less hyperspace range you have. And I'm not even starting on the lightweight alloy just yet. Yeah, okay. I think that's what we'll do for the moment. Oh, what to take? That's a high-tech world, stroke industrial. Oh, there's some water of Shinrata. Maybe I could take that somewhere. Maybe back to Alioth, but not for the moment. Advanced catalyzers? Advanced catalyzers, I think that goes down quite well in the local system. I can't remember. I'll sod it, let's try it then. 84 tons. So 16 tons down from the Type 1. Type 6 rather. Right. Let's see how this flies. Although it would help if I actually chose a destination. Here we go. Now, if I remember rightly, LFT 926. Independent high-tech refinery. Yep, that's what we want. Still on fastest route, that's one thing that you've got to change every time. You've got to change the route planner from fastest route, from most economical to fastest route, if you're doing short runs. Right, so still novice, merchant, mostly aimless. I haven't really gone exploring yet, so. Friendly with the Pilots Federation. Well, I suppose that's useful considering they're the only station in the city, in the system. Right. Okay. A bit nervous, to be honest. What if I crash it straight off? Jesus. Ooh. Oh, listen to those engines. Nice gentle roll action there. That's quite good. Oh my goodness! I think I'm flying a World War II bomber. Ooh. Oh no, that was nice. Right, let's put 4 pips into engine, see how fast it goes. Boosts to about 350. That's not bad. Good visibility around the cockpit. Oh, very good visibility around the cockpit. Oh, I like this. Even more than the Type 6, I'd say. Oh, yes. Right, first impressions, I'm happy with this. Right then. One of the things I keep on forgetting is the galaxy in the background. You just sometimes forget it. Oh, but that engine sounds so chunky. Frame shift always sounds the same though. Right, let's see if there's any bad guys or wanted felons at the nav beacon. I fancy finding out whether or not this thing can handle itself in a fight. And I'm not really concentrating. It's hard to see an orange nav point against the back of an orange sun. Sometimes I wonder whether those ships that fly so close are pirates trying to come round and back onto your tail, but sometimes it's just pilots that are just as bad as me. Oh, I can't get enough of that engine noise. Oh, straight away a harmless wanted. Oh, I do like the weapon spread there. Although, oh heck, hang on. I haven't got voice attack switched on, so I've got to do it with buttons. Oh, how old-fashioned. Good grief, it's got loud. My goodness, these beams are cutting this Cobra to bits. But once the shields are down, you let rip with the multi-cannons. Come here. Well, I'll say one thing, it certainly handles quite well. Oh, did he just boost away? He did as well. Boom. Yeah. So that was quite adequate. Against a harmless combateer, I suppose. Hauler. Ah, he's clean. Right. Back to the center point, see if we can find some prey. Wonder what it'd be like to take on another Asp with this. Right, buddy, what you like? Ah, a deadly. Oh, a deadly wanted. Alright then. Oh, he's worth a bit. Just get the burst lasers to get his attention, I think. There we go. now he's interested in me. Oh, his shields are a bit stronger than the last one. Whoa, has he got turrets? I think he's got turrets. Ah. What the heck was that? Oh, that's the beam laser hitting my shields. I forgot about that. I hadn't actually seen that for a while. Right, come here. Oh, he's just dropped a whole load of chaff. But this is the thing. Fixed weapons aren't affected by chaff. Ha!
Target shields online.
Oh, is he going to get a... turning into a turning battle, this one? Oh.
Target shields offline.
Yes. Well, that's paid for the trip. Oh, that's one thing that I wish they would put in. As soon as you scoop these cargo canisters, they're marked as stolen. Now, I would have thought if you managed to destroy a wanted ship, then those cargo canisters would be fair game, but... guess we're going to have to wait for 1.3. Ooh, an anaconda. Let's see, what are you then? Competent anaconda, but clean. Ah, well, we'll leave you alone. Don't feel that confident in the Asp just yet, even though I've just got 2 kills straight off the bat. Oop, no, I'm not jumping with that. Just hang on, hold your horses. There's that anaconda, it's too close. Second time round.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
It's not that far to Murder City. And then I think I'll call it a night. I suppose the next thing I've got to worry about is, do I go for Drew's new book, audiobook? It's very tempting. I do have a birthday coming up, so I might get that. Commander Angel Rose, or Kate Russell as she's known, she managed to raise a lot of money for special effect with one of her 12-hour streams. Now there's a... I don't think I can manage this game for 2 or 3 hours on a trot, let alone 12. Let's have a look. Reinsurance value, about 150,000 credits. That's not too bad. Although this ship has the reputation of you scrape the paint and it costs you thousands. So I just have to make sure I don't scrape the paint. Lave Radio, my friends over at Lave Radio, we have decided that we're going to start a 24-hour news or 24-hour channel. So if you go to Lave Radio, oh hello, interdiction. Oh, I'm being interdicted by the police. So I'll submit to that. Yeah, as I was saying, the guys over at Lave Radio have we've now got a 24-hour streaming service where there's a whole load of music from SoundCloud, which has been Elite inspired, and we've had a lot of the composers give us permission to use it and have introduced their own tracks. And you'll also find their back catalogue of old Lave Radio episodes, the excellent Escape Velocity, things like Retro Lave,
Frameshift drive charging. 4,
writers' interviews.
2, 1. Engage.
Oh, it's hard to talk over when you're boosting all the time. And the Conclave, the community show where everyone discusses the latest going-ons with the community. So, if you're bored and you're halfway, oh for goodness sake, there's me waffling on and I missed the station again. So yeah, if you are bored, halfway through a 200,000 light second run to far off Gibberobia, you can always stick on Lave Radio and listen to some ambient music. Or the death of a couple of second techs, which is always good, and probably very squidgy. So, all in all, I'm quite impressed with this. Not as manoeuvrable as a Cobra, but not that far off. Definitely more fun to fly than the Type 6. Now they've gone and changed a few settings with other ships, so I've got to try the Viper at some point. But I'm getting a feeling that this ship's probably going to be my ship. Admittedly, I did have to sell my chrome-covered Cobra to afford this. So I'll have to buy one back at some point.
Request granted.
And the final thing is 1.2. They've been releasing news about 1.2 on the forums, and I must admit I am actually looking forward to this. 4 people flying in unison. We're going to have teams versus teams, I think. The reason it's been limited to 4 is because of the 32 player instance limit, which, to tell you the truth, even in the alpha I don't think we actually managed to hit that. There's something we're going to have to test. So, I think next up I will
Landing gear deployed.
have to try out the Google Cardboard stroke Color Cross with the Trinus Trinus Gaia. Unless I can come up with something sneaky in the meantime.
Successful. Engines disengaged.
So, all in all, I like the Asp. Fuel's not too bad. Oh, that's a change that they made. You can now claim a bounty in a system regardless of the faction, as long as that faction exists in the system. That's actually quite useful, because you sometimes had Federation bases and Alliance bases in the same place, so you would fly over there, and you'd have to fly to each individual base to get rid of the bounty. But now that they've done that, that saves down and makes bounty hunting a little easier. Right, let's just sell this stuff. if I can find him. Yeah, 72,000 credits, that's not to be sneezed at. Now if I can find something to take back to them, I'll be sorted. But I think that... that will have to be it for the night. So, thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you soon. Good night.